The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
His first throw is an interception. And the Falcons take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Come on, set, go.
Penix here from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
Trying again, following the sack. Kittle brings it in. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Back to the well again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a 38-yard look here. Gay's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set up. Set go.
Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2nd and 1. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
3rd down give to Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Come on. Set go.
Penix now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Look at that work, churning those legs, driving across the 15. Reaches the end zone, touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons pull ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. 2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Pitts brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Set. Ready.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Set up. Go.
Here's Penix to throw. Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Into the hands of Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They send the tight end in motion. To throw here on 1st down. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Plowing up the middle. He still has room inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. He's on the move. That one's complete over the middle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready.
Penix here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, He does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's brought down for a loss. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. And it's the Cowboys with 3rd and 5. They'll throw it. Able to find Nacua here. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Slot man in motion left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown to check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on 1st down in the red zone.
His pass caught by Nacua. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Go! Go!
Penix on first down. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Penix working from the gun. He's on the move. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Running it after the penalty. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Ready!
To the air with Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first. Robinson on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 42. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Ready?
Third down, it's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Set. Set, go.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, Penix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. They'll run here on first down. And it's a minimal gain here. Only gets him to about the 14. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Collins there to grab it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll run. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now it's 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play now. Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
An option give to Robinson. This is ahead for about 5. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
From the 37. Into the hands of Pitts. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Cougar 19. Go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Jukes one defender. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. finds his target, Robinson.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's going to keep this one. And that hit stops him in his tracks. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down.
That's what I call a good old-fashioned willpower play. Who's got more will and who's got more power to move the man in front of them? Defense won that one.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Robinson, and he runs it across, touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give running right. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Looking to his fullback now. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
We're down to one quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Cowboys have it, hoping to close out a victory and advance another round. All right, here we go. Second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finding Collins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They're going to throw it on third and long. On the move, headed right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Falcons will take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. A tight end in motion now. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 35 on second down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Past midfield to the 45. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Here we go. Huh.
Play action, here's Penix. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
And that.
Penix looking to pass. He's got time here.
The pass. The tackle by Justin Madubuike.
Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fielded at the 47. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And it'll be their football.
Ready up.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Airing it out to start this drive. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Second down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they're going to face third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Quick slant complete. Touchdown, Dallas. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Falcons 21.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Go. 19 Lions. Go.
Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
19, 18.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19.
65
At the 21-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Ready.
Trying for it with Penix. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Let's go.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They send Nakua in motion left. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Cowboys with a 10-point advantage. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Gay's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Penix to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
A bit of desperation on this deep, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Great work by the defense here, partner. They helped force him to his opposite side, made the throw that much tougher to get away clean.
And with so many numbers today, right? They always talk about baseball being an analytics game, but the more we cover this league, Kate, we see there's analytics in this game as well. And these defensive coaches, they always want to push the quarterback away from their arm. Because if they do, well, they can try to force a throw all the way back across the field and take it away, just as the defense did right there.
With the win all set, Cowboys in victory formation, and they take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They take one final knee. Time's going to run out, Brock. Their playoff story begins with a victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Cowboys